Welcome to St. Lucie Public Schools Transportation Department's Training and Development. Creating a positive customer service experience. The purpose of this training is to re-image the Transportation Department, not only to our external customers, but our internal partners as well. This training session's objective is to reiterate the department's initiative to create a positive customer service experience for all callers when they contact our department. In order to create a positive customer service experience, the following is required. Conduct each call in a professional manner. Treat each caller with respect. Listen to the caller's concerns. Show empathy to the caller, and resolve their concerns. Here are some common steps to properly conducting a call. Be ready to assist the caller. Greet all callers with the standard greeting. Determine the caller's needs. Actively listen and respond. Show empathy to the caller's situation. Apologize for any inconvenience. Always use professional words and tone. Use the proper hold procedure. Maintain control of the call. De-escalate calls to prevent complaints. Research information, if needed, in order to provide accurate information. Offer, "Here comes the bus," and end each call with the standard closing. Let's break down each step. Being ready to assist. What does this mean? Answer and greet the caller immediately. By answering the call immediately, it allows the caller to feel their first point of a positive customer service experience. Callers prefer not to have to sit on hold or to have to call back several times before speaking with someone. All calls are to be answered, even 800 numbers. Give 100% focus to that caller. You will need to avoid the distractions around you, such as the radio, coworkers, etc., to give the caller 100% of your attention. The caller needs to feel that you are focusing on them and them only. Show willingness to assist the caller. You can show willingness with simply the choice of words and the tone of your voice. The caller needs to feel that you are not only listening to them, but that you are willing to help them. On average, it takes less than 10 seconds for a caller to pick up on your attitude just from listening to the tone of your voice. All calls should be answered with the standard greeting. Good morning or afternoon. St. Lucie Schools Transportation Department. Blank speaking. How can I help you? This provides a consistent customer service greeting. This greeting is your first impression with the caller. A warm, positive greeting helps set the tone for the call. Everyone is required to use this greeting as it represents the Transportation Department. How do you determine the caller's needs? Ask the caller, "How can I help you?" This helps identify the reason for the call and what steps you will need to take in order to find the resolution. Act accordingly by supplying the information requested, aiming to correct the situation, and solving the problem. Ask questions relevant to the call in effort to resolve the caller's concern. Asking questions helps show the caller that you are willing to help them. Remember, you want to listen, respond, empathize, and resolve. How can you actively listen to the caller? Active listening is imperative to resolving the caller's situation. When someone does not listen to the caller, it will be difficult to understand and address their concerns, therefore making it almost impossible to control the call. Listen to the caller. When you actually pay attention to what they are saying, you'll have a better understanding to help them. Engage in the conversation. Respond to what they are asking for. Follow through with a resolution. Take action. And remember to never overspeak or interrupt the caller. What is the difference between empathy and apology? Empathy is showing compassion for someone's situation, putting yourself in their position. Some examples: I'm sorry to hear that, or I'm sorry you had to experience that. Apology is accepting responsibility for either yourself, a team member, or the actions of the department. Some examples: I apologize for the inconvenience, or I understand your concern. Define professional words and tone. You'll want to project a warm, upbeat, friendly tone by watching your pitch variation, your volume, the tone of your voice, and the pace that you are speaking. Communicate effectively by speaking professionally. Refrain from the use of slang words or phrases, and be sure to enunciate. Be consistent in the information you provide. All employees should provide the same information to callers. Be sure you're providing accurate and complete information. Also, be sure to avoid facial noises, such as coughing or sneezing, or sighs or humming. You can always use the mute button or place the caller on hold. Let's talk about soft skills. Soft skills, also known as common skills or core skills, are a combination of people skills, social skills, communication skills, character or personality traits, attitudes, mindsets, career attributes, social intelligence, and emotional intelligence, among others, which are all desirable in all professions. Soft skills are personal attributes that influence how well you can work or interact with others. Now we're going to review the top 10 soft skills for customer service jobs. Clear communication, listening skills, self-control, positive attitude, assertiveness, conflict resolution, empathy, depersonalization, taking responsibility, and a sense of humor. Number 1, clear communication. Clear communication is essential to customer service. You need to know what the customer wants and be able to articulate what you can do for the customer. Enunciating, speaking loudly enough, and employing an upbeat tone will help you communicate clearly and positively with your customers. These skills are essential in phone communication as well. If you write or email with customers, be sure to use proper grammar and spelling and choose words and phrases that convey a similar upbeat attitude. Number 2, listening skills. Listening skills are just as important as communication skills. Listen carefully to customers to know exactly what they need and how you can help them. Demonstrate that you are actively listening through body language and responses. When you're talking on the phone, don't interrupt customers and carefully respond to all of their questions. An important aspect of customer service is simply making the customer feel heard. Number 3, self-control. People who work in customer service need to be able to calmly handle all customers, even the most negative ones. You must strive to remain calm and cool even when your customer is not. Patience and self-control will keep you from getting upset and saying something inappropriate. Remember to try not to take it personally when the customer is upset. When the customer is angry, it's even more important to stay calm and try to tone down the conversation. Number 4, positive attitude. A positive attitude goes a long way in customer service. Make sure you know all of the benefits of the products or services your company provides and convey them to your customers. If a customer has a problem with a product or service, focus on what you can do to help them. While you don't want to seem overly happy when a customer is upset, being proactive and optimistic can help a customer stay positive too. Number 5, assertiveness. When dealing with customers, you want to be able to take control of the situation and do what you need to do in an efficient manner. If you are meek or passive, customers may not have faith in you. However, you also don't want to be too aggressive or demanding, which can offend customers. By speaking in a strong, steady voice, asking direct questions, and keeping track of what you need to do, you will convey confidence without being aggressive. Number 6, conflict resolution. Conflict resolution is essential when working in customer service because you deal with many customers who have a problem that needs to be solved. It is important for you to be a creative problem solver. Always make sure you understand problems clearly and offer the customers realistic solutions. If you cannot find a solution that works for a customer, help them locate additional help. Customers will appreciate your interest in their problem and your willingness to help in whatever way possible. Number 7, empathy. It is important to understand what customers say and also how they feel. An important soft skill is being able to recognize and understand a person's emotional state. If you struggle to convey empathy, think about being in that customer's position. How would you feel? How would you like to be treated? And what would you feel like if you had the same problem as the customer? These questions will help better assist your customers. Number 8, depersonalization. While you should be friendly with your customers, remember that you're not there to share your life story. When a customer explains an issue he or she is having, there is no need for you to respond with your own related problem. A simple, "I understand," or "I know how you feel," can make the customer feel understood and appreciated. Remember, customers want you to focus on helping them. Number 9, taking responsibility. This is a big part of working in customer service, and that includes being able to say, "I'm sorry," whether it's for a late bus or the poor quality of a situation. You have to be able to sincerely apologize to a customer on behalf of your company, even when the problem was not your fault. Hearing an apology almost always makes the customer feel better. Number 10, a sense of humor. This can make a potentially stressful customer service interaction more enjoyable. If a customer cracks a silly joke, she will appreciate it if you would chuckle along with her. However, make sure you are never laughing at a customer, such as when they make a mistake or have trouble with something. Instead, laugh with your customers. What is the appropriate way to use hold? It is extremely unprofessional to keep the caller on the line while you attempt to reach the driver by the radio or to talk to your coworkers. To place the call on hold, simply ask, "Is it okay if I place you on a brief hold?" Wait for the caller to respond and then place them on hold. To retrieve the call from hold, start with saying, "Thank you for holding," or "Thank you for your patience." Then proceed to provide the necessary information. Avoid leaving the caller on hold for more than 2 minutes. If you have to, just check back with them frequently so they don't think you forgot about them. And avoid leaving more than 10 seconds of dead air. When too much dead air goes by, it can make the caller think that you are no longer on the line. What is call control? Call control is key to handling the call effectively. Take responsibility for the call and follow through with a resolution. You should only offer a manager when you're unable to resolve their issues. If the caller has a concern with a bus driver or aide, the call should be transferred to the appropriate manager. If the manager is unavailable, you can transfer the call to Max or Sarah. They will screen the call and escalate as needed. If you have to transfer the call, it will need to be done as a warm transfer. You should dial the extension, identify yourself, explain the situation, and then transfer the call. Blind transfers are not permitted. Do not transfer the call if you're not able to confirm someone is available to speak with the caller at that moment. How can I de-escalate the call? Your positive attitude is the beginning to great call control. A good attitude will help you remain in control of the call. Attitude is what you say and how you say it. Good attitudes will produce great calls, sometimes even when the caller's attitude is bad. Your attitude determines how well you serve the caller. And a great attitude shows you have enthusiasm, a nice tone of voice, and willingness to help the caller. Don't react to situations, but rather respond to conflicts. Here are some tips to de-escalate the call. Remain calm. Listen to the caller. Let the caller vent. Collect information. Respond positively to the caller. Use your soft skills. Show empathy and apology. Verbalize that you will aim to resolve their issue. Project confidence and take action to help the caller. Educate our customers about Here Comes the Bus. Why is Here Comes the Bus so important? Here Comes the Bus was implemented to increase efficiencies within the transportation department and communicate with parents without you having to do so directly. The information in the app is only as good as the information that is communicated with Max. If incorrect substitutions or lack thereof are communicated, then the app will not properly track the buses. Accuracy in reporting is key to the success of Here Comes the Bus. When communication is accurate, Here Comes the Bus will help reduce calls coming into the contact center if we follow the process correctly. What are the benefits of Here Comes the Bus? The app will help eliminate children missing the bus in the morning, parents missing the bus in the afternoon, and no more circling back to bus stops. At the end of each call, you should ask, are you using the Here Comes the Bus app? If they say yes, just say great, and then proceed to end the call. If they say no, Here Comes the Bus is an app that is available to Apple and Android devices. You can download the app, enter the school code 77914. You will need your child's student ID number. From there, you can customize your settings and alerts for your child's bus. By using this app, you can check the location of the bus at all times. Ending the call is just as important. We want to ensure we end their interaction with us on a positive note. End the call with the standard scripting. Thank you for calling St. Lucie Schools Transportation. Have a great day. If the call requires a transfer, follow this scripting. Thank you for calling St. Lucie Schools Transportation. Please hold while I transfer the call. Again, you should only be transferring the call once you have followed the de-escalation process. This year, we'll be implementing call monitoring and scoring. Every call that comes in is recorded for quality, training, and records purposes. In our continuous effort to improve the image of the Transportation Department, we will need to work together as a team to accomplish this goal. We will be monitoring calls to ensure that we are providing a positive customer service experience for each caller. Management will be reviewing and scoring calls to ensure everyone is providing consistent information and following all policies. Everyone is to follow the same policies. Once calls are reviewed, the manager will conduct coaching sessions to provide feedback on the calls. Every employee that assists with calls is subject to call monitoring and evaluations. Let's take a look at the quality review form. Random calls will be pulled, monitored, and scored. All scoring will be made by the following quality definitions. Each employee will receive this training as well as a printed copy of the definitions. Managers can send call recordings to the employees so they can listen and score their own calls or others' calls. Quality reviews are due the next business day after it was issued, and an acceptable passing score for a call quality form is 90% or higher. On the next 4 screens, you will see the call quality definitions. Please take a few minutes to read over each definition and its desired behavior. Remember, you will also get a printed copy. And again, if you have any questions, you can speak with your manager. Here's some things to think about. Customers do not care how much you know unless they know how much you care. Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. In case you missed it, let's recap. Conduct each call in a professional manner. Use the scripting that has been provided. Create a positive customer service experience by being ready to assist the caller, giving a warm and positive greeting, determine the caller's needs, listen to the caller without interrupting, engage in the conversation, apologize for any reason, accept responsibility, even when it's not your fault. Always use professional words and tone. Communicate effectively. Follow the proper hold procedure. Control the call. De-escalate the call. Remember, don't open offer a manager. Research information to provide accurate information. Offer here comes the bus. And make sure you're ending the call appropriately. Calls will be reviewed and scored to improve the quality of customer service we provide. Customer service satisfaction surveys will be implemented in the future. All staff will be held accountable to meet all the expectations set forth by the Transportation Management Team. If you have any questions about this or any training, please speak with your immediate manager.